New York life.
November 4th, 1974 was a windy night in San Francisco. I hope that Howard Cosell's hairpiece can hold up to the test. Oh my gosh, I thought it was a goner there. A lot of NFL fans may not be aware that the 1974 preseason games were held with all rookie rosters due to the players' strike, which lasted from July 1st through August 10th. They wanted free agency, along with 62 other demands, none of which were met.
Well, the ball blew off the tee, Frank. Let's quickly tell the folks a special treat at halftime tonight. A special interview with the heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali, on split screen. He from Chicago, your reporter from right here in Candlestick Park.
Wind gusting, as you saw a moment ago, 18 to 25 miles an hour. And at the 7-yard line, it's Willie McGee. Big haul, and McGee is over the 35. He's out to the 38, tripped up there by Mike Holmes. Willie McGee. Quickly, the offensive unit for the Los Angeles Rams. At quarterback, James Harris, a 5-year man who got his start only 2 weeks ago. The two setbacks are Lawrence McCutcheon, number 30, 45, Jim Bertelson. The wide receivers are 84, Jack Snow, and Harold Jackson, number 29. The tight end is number 80, Bob Klein. The Rams, good field position following the kickoff return by McGee. They move from their own 39-yard line. Lawrence McCutcheon turning the corner on the left side, getting a block out in front from Charlie Cowan. A good veteran offensive line for these Los Angeles Rams. 64 years of experience. Cowan and Williams are the tackles. The center is Ken Iman with 14 years experience. The guards are Mack and Chabelli. McCutcheon picks up a couple of yards. Second down and 8 for the Rams. Lance Brentzel brings the play in to James Harris from the bench for the Rams. James Harris, 6'4", 225 pounds. Ball to 41. Harris going quickly out to Jackson. He has it, but not enough for a first down. He's out of bounds, just short of the 47-yard line. Taken there by Jimmy Johnson, the left cornerback of the 49ers. Defensively for that front four of the 49ers, we'll have number 56, Bob Hoskins, and number 72, Bill Belk at tackles. The ends are 86, Cedric Hardman, number 53, Tommy Hart. Third down and 3 as you look at the linebackers. Nunley is in the middle, 57, Wilcox, one outside linebacker, 64, Willie Harper, number 59, the other. Third down, now call it 3, the ball at the 46. Harris going to Bertelson, incomplete, covered out there by Willie Harper. I've already told you the 49ers have had injury problems. They lost Steve Spurrier, who was scheduled to be their starting quarterback, replacing the veteran John Brody a week before the season started. Owen starts tonight. The setbacks go over Jackson, Larry Schreiber. Jackson, number 40, Schreiber 35, the wide receivers. 46, Abramowitz, 18, Gene Washington, Tom Mitchell, 84, the tight end. The stacked backfield. And they run from it. This is Wilbur Jackson playing with a sore knee, which he injured last week against the Oakland Raiders. He gets about a yard. The offensive line for the 49ers. Forrest Blue is the anchor man at center, number 75. The guards are Watson, 67. Peoples, 69. No, Peoples will not be in there tonight. It's Randy Beisler, 65. Kaz Banaszak, 79. Lynn Rohde, 76 for the tackles. And that is the front four they'll run against. Second overall in the National Football Conference in defense. Second down and 8. Just underway from Candlestick Park in San Francisco. Owen with the play fake. Big rush, fires for Washington, and Washington holds on.
You know, here's Freddie Dreyer, number 89, the right defensive end for the L.A. Rams, putting a lot of pressure on the young rookie quarterback. And this is what he really has to worry about. This is the pass to Washington. And
Schreiber gets the call again. Ooh, is he hit hard there by Larry Birch, number 90.
In mid-May 1977, 72-year-old Carl Wallenda performed a high wire walk 600 feet between the upper decks at Candlestick Park.
First and 10 now for the Rams. John Cappelletti now is in, number 22, last year's Heisman Award winner. Harris in trouble, and the big man finds Jack Snow.
Hadel was the NFC Player of the Year a year ago. He gave the Rams a brilliant first half, fell off in the second half, and seemed to be struggling this year when they benched him for Jamie Harris a couple of weeks back.
The Rams traded quarterbacks Bill Munson, Roman Gabriel, and John Hadel and received the following: 5 number 1 draft picks, 2 number 2s, 2 number 3s, Harold Jackson, who should be in the Hall of Fame as a wide receiver, a solid running back, Tony Baker, Milt Plum, Pat Studstill, and Tommy Watkins. That's a boatload. They astutely parlayed their draft picks into excellent players who would be the cornerstone for the strong franchise throughout the remainder of the 1970s.
First and 20 following the 10-yard penalty. The holding call going in with Cappelletti. Harris with a lot of time and a strong arm, and Jack Snow drops it.
How about that, Alex? Right in there.
We'll see the ball in the air in all likelihood. James Harris on a 3rd down and 20. The big man. Keep in mind, if he can't find a receiver, he is a good runner. Strong. Time to throw. Gets it off. And Harold Jackson has it, and he picks up the first down.
Look at that novel approach to tackling a daunting 3rd and 20. Throw the ball a full 20 yards. Don't chance it by checking down on a shorter route in the unlikely event that the receiver will pick up the rest.
Right now it's 2nd down and 7. This is Bertelsen. And Bertelsen cutting back, runs into a whole bunch of traffic. The first man to bop him was Frank Nunley. Wendland Hall came up from his secondary position. We'll tell you, too, about Wendland Hall. He's playing out of position tonight. He replaces Mel Phillips for the 49ers, who ordinarily would be the strong safety. Phillips was playing with a broken right arm. Last week, he broke his left arm.
You got to feel sorry for strong safety Mel Phillips, who broke the same arm 5 times from 1973 through 1975.
John Cappelletti, the Heisman Award-winning rookie from Penn State. No looking on, he's in a different profession. And Tony Baker, as Howard said, touchdown. Tony Baker gets into the end zone. 80 yards, 15 plays.
Beautiful drive. Shoot up the clock. 7 minutes, 58 seconds of it. We've got 4:22 left in the first quarter. The way that it should be done.
Last year's leading scorer in the NFL, David Ray, comes on for the conversion. David Ray will run. He's going to go all the way, folks. No way. He did not make it.
Okay, this is very strange. A designed run for the PAT by your kicker, who was the leading scorer in the NFL the previous year? I don't understand the play call. Why risk getting your kicker smoked?
Don't forget, folks, at halftime, I'll be talking with the heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali. He in our Chicago studios as he talks about the brilliant victory on Tuesday night past over George Foreman in Zaire, Central Africa.
And they really let it go. And down he goes. Freddie Dreyer was there first. Freddie Dreyer beating the block of Lynn Rohde. Freddie Dreyer is really quick.
Well, Frank, like you said, Freddie Dreyer is not a big guy, but he's very, very quick. And here he goes right now, beating the offensive tackle, number 76. Going right around him, catching Owens on the leg, and down Owens goes. And he better go down. There's 2 other guys right with him, along with Merlin Olsen.
Going for Jackson, and he has him again.
Not a bad throw, Gifford.
Out of bounds.
Called it out. Look at Chuck Knox.
Out of bounds. Covered there by Bruce Taylor.
Well, what is Charlie saying on the sidelines, folks?
Oh, he's hot.
Look at Charlie. Go ahead, Charlie. Tell him about it.
Let's watch Harold Jackson. Now, what you really have to do is watch his speed, and that's what Bruce Taylor had to do, because Harold Jackson can really move. And you saw the room. Owen dumps it off to Schreiber. First down, Schreiber.
In 1961, 49ers head coach Red Hickey alternated quarterbacks John Brody, Billy Kilmer, and Bobby Waters on every play. You heard that right.
Play fake by Owen, looking out for Abramowitz, and he drops the ball. You won't see that happen by Danny Abramowitz very often. He's not fast, he gets open well, and he seldom drops the ball. Jackson gets a little hole, and he runs into the 13-year veteran Merlin Olsen.
You can't draw on Merlin Olsen. He's one of those old-timers. He knows every play in the book.
Made the Pro Bowl every year he's been in the National Football League.
And you are looking at him in his last year of action, I suspect.
Owen, again, will get that pressure, that front four, and look at him come. There he goes.
Oh, boy.
Larry Brooks took the ball right out of his hand. The ball is at the 37-yard line of the 49ers. Rams out in front, 6-0. Play fake by Harris. And Harris trying to drill the ball to Jack Snow in between two linebackers. And Snow was not even looking for it. He was looking for a rap in the head.
Yeah, I was going to tell you that, Frank. Snow didn't even look at the ball right now. He's looking at the linebacker who's coming over with him. No, it's the back, and he's a little scared, a little leery of that linebacker.
I'll tell you, that's Willie Harper. And Jack, I think, is more concerned with Willie Harper than he was with that ball. Capoletti following McCutcheon around the right side. First down. The ball is at the 23. Rams moving. Harris firing it and caught by Bob Klein. He'll go in. Beautiful execution.
Let's take a second look at this great fingertip catch by Bob Klein.
By the way, who is playing a tight safety, replacing Mel Phillips, the regular tight safety. All right, David Ray for the conversion. Well, I don't believe it. 2 in a row. This time he just missed it.
Well, one of the Niner Nuggets, the cheerleaders here, lovely ladies, most of them.
I just love those lovely ladies, Howard.
Owen, good play fake. Oh, and trying to go to Mitchell, and unloads it, and he is unloaded on by number 85, Jack Youngblood.
Youngblood is a positive stallion. A few years back at the College All-Star game, before the game was played, we were out there to help cover it. Talking with all of the coaches who'd been watching the All-Stars work out, they agreed that this was the best athlete on the team.
49ers trailing 12-0. Owen goes for Abramowitz. First down, he holds on.
Yeah, he wasn't going to drop that one.
49ers moving. There's the 49 of the Rams. Owen going back to Mitchell. This time he makes it good. Mitchell down to the 32-yard line of the Rams. Hit there by Jack Reynolds. Wondered about them declining that because Bruce Gossett has kicked the ball from over 50 yards in his career a couple of times. He's attempting a 46-yarder. Now, that's what happened. That was just an error in judgment on the part of the Rams. They didn't think Gossett could make it. And the conversion was missed. Harris, he's got a big arm. He's going for Jackson. Harris with a flat-footed toss of about 55 yards. We'll see the ball in the air on 3rd down and 7. Two wide receivers are in, Jack Snow and Lance Bristol, along with Harold Jackson, number 29. Harris dumps it off to McCutcheon. And a good open field tackle by Winland Hall. McCutcheon might have gotten one, but one of the tough things a safety man will ever have to do is to tackle a back like McCutcheon in the open field.
The 1945 NFL Championship game took place between the Rams and the Redskins. Sammy Baugh of the Redskins passed in his own end zone. The ball hit the goal posts, and the Rams were awarded 2 points, which ended up being their margin of victory.
It's civilized, it's restless, it's Mercury Cougar XR7, as unique in its own class as Continental Mark IV. Cougar is plush, Deeply padded, fully instrumented, sure-footed on steel-belted radials, distinctive, with elegant opera window and bold classic grille.
Cougar, it's like nobody else's car. Cougar.
The heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali, in the wake of his stunning victory over George Foreman on Tuesday night, passed in Zaire. And Muhammad, the first question has to be, cutting through all the speculation, what are you going to do now? Will you fight again? If so, against whom? Or will you retire?
Yes, Howard, I've made mention that I would like to retire. And I've been thinking about it. My title was taken a couple of times without being defeated in the ring. And just to give it right back like that, I don't think would be fair to my fans, nor the boxer, nor myself. So I think I'm going to hang around and haunt the game a little while and hold my title for a while, take on all challenges, but I must have at least a 4 or 5 month rest.
Well, what does that mean? Will your next opponent be George Foreman or Joe Frazier? Try to be definite.
Well, it's up to my managers. Herbert Muhammad, he's negotiating now with people who represent Frazier and Foreman, and a few more people too. As you know, I don't duck nobody. My license was given to me after 3.5 year layoff. We fought Jerry Quarry, #1 contender, jumped right on Oscar Bonavina, fought Frazier right after that, fought 10 fights, fought him again, fought Norton twice, gave him a shot of nobody, broke my jaw, came back and beat him, went and fought George Foreman. So we don't have to make no commitments, so we're not ducking, we don't have to prove nothing. I think I deserve a chance to rest for a few months before we make an announcement. And when we do, it will be one that the public will be satisfied with.
Well, I think you're right about that. You do deserve that rest, champ. But quite frankly, have you been offered a $10 million personal guarantee by either the government of Kuwait or Iran?
No, I cannot mention no countries.
Why not?
I cannot mention the countries because I told the promoters of those countries that I wouldn't. And so that's that. Then just that easy. And I don't have to explain nothing. I proved that I'm the greatest fighter of all times. And you don't see a scratch on my face. I just fought your big, bad, powerful George Foreman. I'm not ducking nobody. And I can set him boast and say, you don't have a man on this earth to prove to be my worth. So I pick him and do him when I want him.
And you're looking at number 16, Norm Sneed. Now, Norm Sneed, oddly enough, is the 9th-ranked passer in the National Football Conference, has not thrown a pass for the 49ers. He came 2 weeks ago from the New York Giants for a couple of medium to high draft picks. Beasley and Abramowitz alternate. Sneed lumbering back, firing over the middle, complete. Almost to Gene Washington. Okay, it's 3rd down at 10. The ball is still at the 26. Sneed again on his second passing effort. Wide open. I wouldn't believe it. Norm Sneed cuts in midfield. Dropped there by Charlie Snook as Norm Sneed has the run of the night, 27 yards. I told you, Howard, he's a good player.
You talk about lumbering. Did you see that, Alex?
Let's look at him again, and
Hey, this is one for the record book.
Norm Sneed, who almost takes a coffee break at midfield before he picks up his 27 yards. He's looking for Rams to help him get to the ground. 14-year veteran. Ball just inside Ram territory at the 49. Sneed attempting to go to Abramowitz, who was really struck by Charlie Stoops.
He really
And
was.
Abramowitz says, trying to get the attention of the officials. Stoops did a job on Abramowitz.
The official was right on the play, though.
He shoved him right out of bounds there.
It's 3rd down and 6. The ball at the 45. Sneed drifting back. Fires complete. Taken by Gene Washington. First down at the 30. 15-yard pickup.
All right, Gipper, here we go.
Hey, that's my fellow
famous
Trojan.
alumnus, that's right. He was a football player, unlike you. John Duke Wayne, one of the worst singers I've ever heard. How you been, Duke?
Boy, I want to tell you something. We made a duet, didn't we?
Row, row, row your boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all part of an ungodly
This is the first
chorus.
time I've ever seen a Cardinal and Gold team up here that didn't get booed.
And this is where Owen had his problems in the first half on the sure pass situation. Dumps off to Schreiber. And Schreiber
This is unbelievable, isn't it?
down to
They
27.
really opened up in the last few minutes.
Well, Sneed, the veteran quarterback, has come on and he's given them a commanding quarterback.
Did you know he
instead
could
of a
run?
try kid.
Boy, he ran tonight.
Well, you could call it running, Duke. We called it lumbering.
Well, let's say he lumbered a few yards.
He did. All 27 of them. Duke, it's nice of you to come by.
Thank you. It's fun being here.
Take good care.
I shall.
John, good to see you. SC's up here against Stanford next week.
You know the Golden Greek, Alex Karras.
Yes,
Yeah.
I shook his hand. I love the guy.
All
He's
right.
the greatest.
Gossett has hit one from 46. This attempt from 44 and it's blocked. And meanwhile, first and 10, 5:42 remaining in the third quarter. Norm Sneed, the quarterback, fires to Schreiber. Schreiber will get the first down. He's over the 45 to the 47. Third down and 7. Jackson is complete over the middle, and look out. Elmendorf catches up with Jackson. Sneed has a Brenowitz wide open. Oh! Oh! Second down and 10. Schreiber on the screen. All right. Field goal attempt. And it is good.
Andy Williams, of course. How do you like what's happening?
Well, I'm watching the second half. The first half, I just watched John Wayne. But it really seems like a different ballgame right now.
Sneed has been the difference. Now as the crowd just chanted, Andy, defense. Take over, Gift.
Harris, the quarterback for the Rams. First and 10 for L8. And a big night this far for this man, John Capoletti. And this time the crowd chanting defense has some sort of impact, apparently, on the 49ers. They hold Capoletti to a 2-yard gain.
What makes you a 49er fan, Andy?
Well, I'm a football fan. No, I'm actually a Ram fan, but I wanted to come up and see this game. It's turning out to be a very good one, too.
Yeah, it started very, very much in favor of the Rams, but the 49ers are playing now.
Second down and 8. Harris under pressure. He can run. Harris with Klein wide open. Inside the 15, Bob Klein. Inside now, the fourth quarter. L.A. leading 12-6. David Ray trying to put the game out of the reach of a touchdown. The attempt from 20 yards. Is good. Getting down dangerously close here in the fourth quarter. 8:52 remaining. They trail by 9. Norm Sneed looking and finds Schreiber. And Schreiber. Sneed back again on second down and 2. He has Jackson wide open.
All right, let's bring on Mike Douglas, co-star, along with Carl Malden of Streets of San Francisco.
How are you, Howard?
Nice to have you aboard. There's
See
the
you.
camera right there, my friend. How is Carl?
Good, good. He was sorry I couldn't be here. He was working tonight.
You know, he grew up in Peter Cooper Village, a
That's
section
what
of
he was
Manhattan.
telling me. Yeah, you go back a long time there.
Along with a lot of
Say
other...
how long, but it was a while back.
Too long. Let's look at the game. We may wake Harris up.
Third down and 8. The ball at the 39-yard line. Larry Schreiber back in the ball game along with Wilbur Jackson. Sneed, a lot of time, wide open at Washington. Touchdown. Norm Sneed, 39-yard touchdown pass to Gene Washington. Alex Howard, did you like it?
I
love to see that. I love Norm Sneed. I'm like you, Frank. I've always enjoyed Norm Sneed. I played against him for many years. He's a great competitor. He
Not
gets back
only
there and
that,
sets up.
Alex, as we watch it, what a beautiful throw. Perfect pass. He left that little gum stuff finally.
There was a face guard call against Eddie McMillan. Fight naturally declined. That was the flag you saw in the end zone. The 49ers back in the ball game.
Way to go, Norm boy.
This would be the final score. Please click the like button, and as always, thank you for watching.